Hi guys, Rick here with Bite Me Box Tip Ups. This is going to be your assembly / tips for use video for our panfish tip up. So we're going to get right into this here. You've got your bag of components. So I'm just going to kind of go through, point out where everything goes. You're going to have 3 thumb screws. One's going to go here, one here that'll hold your legs on, and then you're going to have one that holds the reel on. You're going to have 3 lock washers, 1/4 inch. There's going to be one there, in between the thumb screw, or I'm sorry, in between the wing nut and the bracket, and then the other one would be over here. Then you're going to have 2 flat washers. There'd be one on this side and one on this side, and that goes between your leg, and then you'd have your lock washer and then your wing nuts. You're going to have your reel. There'll be a cork in there with a sheet metal screw. You just put the sheet metal screw right into the cork, tighten that up. You're going to have a flag bracket in there. That's going to go right here. You're going to have 2 3/4 inch bolts with elastic nuts. Those just go through. And onto there. You'll have your flag, which is pretty self-explanatory. That goes through the bracket hole over here. And then it's bracketed on. Your counterweight just snaps right on. The ball obviously goes on. As far as your holder for that's going to be one piece. You have to take a scissors and cut about 1/4 inch off of there, and that acts as your support. And then the other portion goes on top. And I do recommend that you glue that on, maybe with some Gorilla Glue, because if you're kind of hard on your equipment, they can pop off. If you would happen to lose it, Menards does sell these. It's called a 3/4 inch screw protector. So if you happen to have one pop off and you lose it, that's where you can get those from. And then your sticker, obviously, that just goes on the front. So I believe that covers everything as far as the components go. And I'll kind of get into how to set this a little bit too. First and foremost, setup for it, we kind of recommend the Suffix ice line. We've been testing that. That'll keep it from freezing up on you. In a little bit colder conditions, obviously this isn't a heated tip up or anything like that, but with that black sun, it will keep it, that ice line will keep that ice from forming on your line. So that's been working out real good for us. And then what we do is we run like a 6-pound Magnathin or 4-pound test mono, about 6 feet of it, with a number 20 treble hook, and that's really important to run that number 20, especially if you're pan fishing. Even the walleyes, everything. That's pretty much our go-to hook on everything. So that's what we recommend as far as that. And then I'll show you how to set these real quick. It's real simple. Now, if you're familiar with our boxes, you're going to notice that in the boxes you really have to swivel them quite a bit. It's not so much with these. Once you get the reel set, if you're in that light bite setup, you're going to pretty much leave the reel right there. And what I do for the light one is I just slide the counterweight all the way back, and then it's more rolling of the reel to get that so it's just ready to fall, if you can see that on there, and I'm pretty sure you can. So that when that fish just touches it, it goes up. So now if I want to go to a harder setting, you're going to leave the counterweight slid all the way down, and what you can do then is swivel it a little bit farther. So now if you look, you can see it actually has to travel and lift up the counterweight in order to get it to trip. So if you're using bigger bait, certainly you can do that, but we always recommend set it as light as you possibly can all the time. The less that fish feels, the better it's going to be, the more likely it's going to be there. So those are just a few of the tips that we wanted to touch base on now that you've purchased. So if you have any other questions, feel free to shoot us an email. If something doesn't seem like it's there that you saw in the video, definitely shoot us an email. We're real good at following up. Make sure you follow us on Facebook. We're constantly shooting videos, updating information, any changes, anything that maybe you need to know, that'll all be on there. Other than that, stay safe on the ice and good luck this season.